EB3 is job offer based. So you have to have a job offer from your, but unlike self-petition, the EB1A and the EB2, you can pay it by yourself. And then we will process.
Self-placement, yeah.
This is really very nice news to us teachers here. Thank you very much, Doc McCullough.
Yeah, no problem.
I hope to see you soon.
Yeah, hey, good questions, by the way, you're asking. But hey, Ashay, what if they don't have the cash, but they have credit card? Do you take credit cards?
Card. And it's just when after you pay for the down payment, I do personally process your paper. I sort everything. I'm the one who's checking on it, which one is the best for this. And then when I need recommendation for this. This is a certain person that you need to ask for recommendation for these credentials that you've submitted. Then this one, because each one of you has, it differs. It depends on what evidences you got. So your recommendation should align with everything.
Right. Yeah. So you're expert, like, yeah, you're the expertise of that person. Yeah. Okay.
It should align with everything, not just, and what do you call the term? Baka-baka. So, no.
Sorry, just a follow-up question, Shay. In that EB3, the family members can also
get petition? Yes.
Yeah, with the petition. So
Once
if
you
they
get
have their
approval,
family here, they could stay?
Yes. Once you got approved, a green card for each member of the family, 750 for each. Just that. They just only have to apply for the green card.
They have a ride with you. Once you're approved, they're approved. So they ride with you, but they get charged $750.
Just have to provide the green card. Pay for the green
So
card.
while it's on the process, no need for any of the family members to go home. They could stay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You stay, they stay.
And that is 3 years processing?
2 to 3 years.
And they can still go to school?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, the processing
part. She's worried because her child is already in college, so she's kind of worried if they can still go to school.
How old is the son? Is it she or the daughter?
18. She's already 18.
They have to have their own petition now, right, Shay?
It's fine.
Okay.
Once she get her IJA approved, everything is already been waived. Even all your J2s are waived. But your J2 got her waiver approved. You as J1, you are not waived. Only your J2. So we have this J2 waive age out waiver only for those J2 who are turning almost 21. So 6 months before she turns 21, you apply for the J2 age out waiver for her. Continue her studies here.
Oh, okay. Well, I did not know that.
Before she gets 21 years old.
Okay. So they thought it was 18, Shay, because I have a teacher here that has the same issue. And she was scrambling because she thought she had to do it. Okay. So 21. Okay, got it. I'll have to tell Leslie that. Okay.
21.
And the H4, Michelle, when can they work? When can they have a authorization to work, the H4?
When you have your green card.
Yeah, you have a green card.
That's why I don't encourage one because your partner cannot work.
At all.
Yeah.
So why would you engage on H1B if you get the chance and you're qualified, you met the criteria for self-petitioning yourself for green card?
And you can work together. You have 2 income. So your expenses difference would be paid with that.
Take advantage to J1 EAD for your J2 to help you finance for your self-petitioning yourself.
Yeah, because after 5 years, she could get you an O visa to get you 3 more years.
And if you are not being waived by your, you don't have grounds for waiver, that you can apply for O1 until you get, especially for those single, a FAM is the.
Some people do not know what that is. Do you know that I just learned what that was? Because people were
marrying a U.S. citizen.
Oh gosh, but that is you better be in love. You cannot do a fake one because if you do a fake one, you go to jail. You go to
Yeah.
jail if you're paying somebody or whatever just for the visa purpose. That's not authentic. If you're not in love with this person, you're doing it for visa. That is bad, bad, bad.
Do you know that we were really surprised when one of our teachers, because we have this code that 1301, but they're still subject for 212E, but
Mhm.
they have 13.0101 in their DS 2019. So they file for advisory opinion, no, just to let them know that they are still subject. So we don't do that anymore because we're lawyers. We have lawyers. They can do legal argument when applying for adjustment of status once they already married. And then once you have your interview, your green card was already been approved beforehand.
Really? I didn't know that.
And that's what right away. Because once we submit everything, it's already there. It's already been argued. It's already been in the legal briefing. So once you have been sitting there being questioned, scrutinized, well, our teacher said, "Uy, ang daming mali, ang daming ano, ganyan. Because you will be asked, which side is your wife sleeping? Is
You
that,
better know.
yeah, you have to know that. You have to know which side are you on with
What?
your husband, or else it will be. But then it's already been vetted. You have already been vetted. It's already been approved. So September 29 at 7 a.m. She was scheduled for interview, and she said, "Mom, I don't think I have, because there's a certain form that we miss. I missed to." "No, it's okay. Let's see." Then the next day, after a few days, she already had a green card. We already checked. It's approved. The
Yeah.
case approved. So see, it depends on the lawyer how she prepared all the legal arguments. So even if you have your 1301, but your subject, it says in your visa and your DS-29, you're subject to 212E, we can argue on that without advisory opinion from the Department of State.
That's the advantage of the immigration lawyer. They'll know the ins and outs of things.
Exactly.
So anyway, yeah, great question, by the way. Great clarifying question that should be helpful for others. Yeah. So anybody else? Because, we've been in this one for 4 hours. I was wanting to get done like 3 hours. That's my goal, like 2 hours for the main one, maybe an hour with yours. And this segment 2 is for Shay. I'm going to send her the recording. We got cut off a while ago, so I had to pretty much change it to a different source because I guess my computer's full.
One more question.
Mhm.
One more question.
Yes.
Yeah, after a candidate has successfully passed the screening interview, now the next step I want to know, do you endorse the candidate to the schools, or you send her or him the link for application, or the application to the various schools are done by you?
Good question. Okay. We have vetted teachers prior than you came in, so we have priorities. So if there's a certain teachers that really qualifies for this, that we think that she's suited for this school, then we prioritize them because they already have been vetted since June, July, August. So we prioritize them. So in your case, if you just come in and then you started, yeah, we will give you to a certain staff that I got, and then she will guide you on where to go, on what to apply, which school you are going to apply, just in case that doesn't need your requirement for TOEFL perhaps, or Praxis perhaps. So if you get the chance to get interviewed, we will help you. You will be scheduled. So before you're interviewed, we will help you, mentor you, so that you can be able to get the job offer.
But yeah, to help yourself, you can also go to www.schoolspring.com, and then that way, when you get a job offer, then you can come back to Shay and say, "Hey, I've got a job offer," and that way you can jump over the line because you already got a job offer. Is that right, Shay?
Yes.
Yeah. That's one way to jump
School,
over
for
the
the
line.
school that we got, we cannot cater everyone, but we have to cater the first who came in and we're already ready.
And the most match, the best match.
The best match.
If you're a high school teacher, they're going to have a need for math and science. There's more need on math and science. So if you're math and science, that should not be too hard for you to get in. Elementary is harder because there's a dime a dozen, they call it here. A bunch of our graduates from our local universities here are elementary. So it's harder for us to get high school. 1 year, when I was administrator, we had to look for a math teacher. I called all the universities in Arkansas. There were 5 graduates for math, with math concentration. So math, because they're going to doctors, you're going to higher dollar jobs, not just teaching, because at that time teaching was only 30 some thousand, and the other, this is an example. Okay, my son's degree, which is computer, they would start at 70,000 and we start at 50, and they went to the same amount of schooling, but they just have a better pay. It's a different industry. So you're gonna have to have that calling. So yeah. So that's one that I hope that answers your question, that you can do both, I guess. You can go in line with Shay's, and then you can also do your thing. So help yourself as well, because then Shay will always help you either way. So yeah.
Problem with me. Just if we saw that you have the potential, then
Put you in.
we will help you.
Yeah. So there's a lot of screening you have to go through. So we really will be able to screen and filter the best. Okay, because you're representing us, both Jay and I. If I'm gonna put some really lame teachers there that do not know what they're doing, and they're gonna come back to me and say, Merlina, I thought you said these are good teachers, and they're pretty lame. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know classroom management. They don't know strategies and so on. They cannot talk. They don't talk plainly. They cannot. Their English is no good. So those are things I have to look for. So does Shay, because we are putting our name out there with you. Saying that they're good enough for us, and so we also have to be careful about that. That's our reputation, at least mine anyway. I'm always worried about, like, if I'm sending somebody, and I guess we've been lucky because the ones I've gone through, they've been so good. I mean, they've been bragged on. So the one in the Delta, I would, I feel like a proud mama, because they would always brag on them. They said, "Oh my gosh, Merlina, I wish I could clone so and so from their school, a Filipina teacher. I wish I could clone her and be the whole staff because she is so good, or he is so good." And so anyway, yeah. And there are some of them are teacher of the year in their school. So that is amazing. Yeah.
And that would be your credential for your pathway for green card.
Yep. Teacher of the year in
the
a US.
criteria.
Yeah. So anyway, so those are some things that are promising. And if you have it takes some little bit on your own to make sure your requirements are in. But the FCE, guys, if you have not spent money on FCE, that is number 1. Okay, that's the first thing they look at, is what do you qualify to teach in. I had to do that when I had to look up at alignment. Is your teaching experience aligned with your degree? Because I noticed in the Philippines a lot with the DepEd, ed, somebody with a high school degree would be teaching elementary and vice versa. That's a big no-no, because I don't know, Visa sponsored anyway. I'm making a big deal out of it. Are you?
It should be aligned with your experience and your degree. So if you're teaching elementary, then you should be teaching all the core subjects, not just one, because you will be teaching here everything, then you will have the hard time.
Yeah.
You only focus on one.
Yeah. But
Okay.
sometimes they are also doing as early as 4th, 5th grade, they're already doing specialization. So, but some schools, like small schools like mine, I was teaching all the subjects at 4th grade because they didn't switch classes until 6th in my school. So anyway, different schools do it differently depending on the size.
Okay.
Yes.
So I've sent all my documents apart from the TOEFL. I've just emailed you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So did you put Zoom 109, Merlina? That way she'll know to look for you here on the subject, to make sure you do that, so that she will know, okay, I could look on a video on 109 and see that Jacqueline is there. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, for those who are applying for H2B, do not send to Gay by Losses. Gay by Losses, Roname is send directly to me on my email, michelle.e@anayasway.org. or if you're applying for another pathway, not J1. For J1, it's only focused for gay bylosis Roname, because someone just send their resume to gay bylosis, doesn't know anything about hotel H2B.
Oh,
She
okay.
focuses on J1.
Oh, okay.
So if you are applying for other program, just send it to me, or
What was it again? Michelle.e?
michelle.e@anayasway.org.
Okay. So Michelle.e for her last name is start with E. Yeah. That's a cool one. Yeah.
Easy.
All right. So who else has not talked and want to talk? I know I've talked a lot about John. John, we really appreciate all your questions,
Morning.
John. Who?
Hello,
Benita,
Doc. This is
Benita.
me.
Go ahead, Benita.
Yes. Yes, Doc. It's me. I have emailed you the last time about some questions regarding with one school district that I have applied. If you still remember.
I don't, which district are you talking about? Because I'm telling you guys, I get maybe 30 to 50 a day, different ones asking me things. So yeah. What?
That one of the teaching requirements is to get a Louisiana certificate or other
Okay. So
state
Oh yeah, I
certificate.
remember your question now.
Yeah.
Louisiana teaching certificate, but they also would honor the other ones. And I mentioned earlier, there are 3 states that are easy to get a licensure by reciprocity: the University, the Maryland Department of Education, the Illinois Department of Education, where Chicago is, and then the other one is New Mexico Department of Education. So get those, and you can do this online, and they're not very expensive, and you can just get it within less than a month. I think they can get it.
Okay. Thank you, Doc.
Yeah.
Then I also had a question about this new visa sponsor that I heard.
This is it, Miss Shay. She was just talking
Yeah,
earlier. Miss
you know,
Shay, this is yours.
hello, Doc.
Yeah.
This is new to me, and this is the first time that I heard this visa sponsorship. If given the chance that we will get hired by this visa sponsorship, then after a year, what if a teacher would want to transfer to other school or to other district due to reasons like mental health or other problems? Would you help the teacher in doing that?
That's what they specialize. So hey, Shay will give you more details, but that's what she specializes actually, is helping J1 folks do it for that kind of situation.
Okay.
Where is Shay? Did we lose you, Shay? That's what they specialize. Okay,
I
there
was
she is.
talking, but I muted myself anyway. So if the intervention still not working, we reach out we reach out to your principal, to your department, and it's not working. So that's the time we will try to move you, but you have to look for your school.
Okay.
We will just help process all the papers for transfer.
Yeah, don't ever burn bridges, guys. Okay, I know that sometimes you don't like somebody or they don't like you. Do not burn bridges, okay? Because a lot of times you'll need their recommendation.
Just a matter of
Yeah.
talking to them,
Be nice.
asking for help.
Yeah. That's the time to be humble. Swallow. Sometimes you might have to swallow our big pride sometimes, but do not ever, that's my rule for myself. Do not ever burn bridges. And I've worked with some nastiest people in the world in education. And they still call me their friend because I just really treated them respectfully. That's what you should do. And sometimes I may have to say, hey, you know what? Let's just agree to disagree on this, because that we're not gonna work out on this, but we'll just agree to disagree. And so anyway, so sometimes we might not have that confidence to say that. I've always been kind of gutsy, but just do it respectfully. That's it. Kind way, yes ma'am, no sir, whatever. Sometimes, one teacher was actually like embarrassed and was kind of scolded in front of a peer, and that is not good. And so still don't burn bridges. Okay, still don't burn bridges, because that administrator could actually influence other administrators not to hire you, and the state is too small for that. I mean, like administrators in Arkansas, they meet once a month. All the superintendents, for example, in the co-op area, they will meet once a month. And so they will talk about, oh, do you know that? You know, whatever. And that's how some of them would know me, because they would talk about, some administrators would brag about, you know what, that Merlina, she's bringing a lot of really good teachers here. And so that's when I would get, like, after the meeting, I would get a text or whatever. They would say, hey, we just had a superintendent meeting and your name was brought up and all this, and can you help me? And so those are some things that happen. But if you have a bad reputation because, oh, you know, this teacher, this also comes back to us. This teacher that she sent was so rude and was disrespectful. That's going to come back to us. So always just be nice. Okay. You can gripe about them to us, you know, you can vent anytime, but just don't vent back to them. Okay. Don't burn bridges. Yeah.
Don't ever react violently right away or
Yeah.
irrationally.
Yeah.
Absorb everything first, think
Mhm.
before you react.
Yeah. And a lot of times, like what I have done is they would tell me, right? And then I am, I'm the queen of diplomacy. So I would actually have a way to like talk to them about it without them knowing that you talked to me. I would just say, you know, have you thought about, I would always ask question. Have you thought about doing this? Have you done this? I would not say so-and-so told me, you know, I would just like ask about how they do things in their school. But really, I was actually teaching them, you know, in a roundabout way, but it applies to them. But I do not ever say, Giselle said this or Shay said this. I would never say that. But I was able to, you know, do a lot by just doing that. And I've seen it before where I would actually mention, do you know that you are putting, like Leslie, this is Giselle's cousin. Do you know that you're putting Leslie in a high school when she has elementary? It doesn't match your DS19. She could be sent home. She could be in trouble. So they moved her. I talked to the superintendent like on the Friday, I think. By Monday, she was placed in the right spot. You know, because she had been like really upset because she was put in high school math. You know, really high school math, and she was elementary and special ed at that. So now she's in the right spot. But because they were asking him, and he never got mad. He said, Merlina, I didn't know that. I didn't know it's a big deal. I said, it is a big deal. You know, so yeah. So sometimes they just do not know, you know. So you just have to like between Shay and I, we would help them know, you know, because a lot of them are first time at hiring international teachers. They do not have any clue. Some
Any problem you got, you have to approach your visa sponsors, and then
Yep.
we will.
Yep, that should be your first thing that you would reach. Yeah, always, always. And I always tell them that. And I said, your mother, your father, your parent here is your visa sponsor. Those are the ones that you need to, you know, some of them
We
would.
are also the one handling your status.
That's right. That's right. So that they are gonna be your best friend here. So just remember that, okay? And I always would refer them to that. And you are gonna be thankful and blessed that Shay will be so responsive. You know, we had problems before with people not responding quickly.
I don't care if I don't mind if you want to move to other state as long as you inform us and give us the best reason you got why.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it better be a good reason. What kind of reasons are they giving you, Shay? What kind of reasons?
It should be like humanitarian that you needed to move to the state because you have your family there that needs your help or some humanitarian need that you have to comfort them. So
That's a good one. That's a good, yeah. What happens if they're just being treated wrongly?
Oh, you have to put everything in writing.
Yeah. So
Right?
always document everything, put the date on the
Document
time.
everything, screenshot everything, email them.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the three tip is you were given an email in your district. So anytime they have cut you from the school, automatically you don't have access. So every time you have this email in your website, in your district, screenshot, keep everything.
Document. Yeah. And that is part of you should have a folder on that. And, you know, like have it on Google files. So that way, if it's in a computer that a school owns, you won't have access to it if you don't have it on Google.
It'll be deleted.
Put everything on Google. That's what I do. And when your story about the fire, if you have everything on Google Drive, you know, you can always access it still. Yeah. So everybody just make a rule of putting everything in Google Drive. That way you can access it anywhere you are. I have forgotten my computer before, and I went to a school and I just borrowed a computer and I was able to access all my documents. So yeah, do that if you don't mind. Do that always. Yeah.
always everything. Document in your class, document everything, whatever. But you have a diary of your own, a journal.
That's right. Yeah, that's a good one.
Especially for a problem kid, you have
Mm.
to have note for yourself.
That's
That's
right.
great.
Every day. It's a reflective journal, really. Yeah. And any notes that they give you, like some, oh, you are my favorite teacher, all that. And at school, I mean, a parent would brag on you and send you a really nice letter. Keep those, right? Because,
Yeah.
because those are powerful testimonial about you as a teacher. Because they don't want to lose you, because look at the kind of teacher you are. Look at all these accolades that were given to you. So all these compliments that different people, different stakeholders have given you, including your students. So keep those. I know you're like, we're like a hoarder of those, but I still feel good about looking at mine from 30 years ago. Yeah. Yeah. So keep those. So anyway, so those are good things that we're doing, and it's now going to be 5 hours soon. So anything that else that you want to add and to finish, anyone, including Shay, how do you want to wrap this up?
If you need more information, or if you still have questions with regards to process, just message me anytime. Email me on my personal email.
Yep, Michelle.e at
And
now
if you
is
have Dr. McCullough's email, just
Yeah.
CC.
Yeah. CC, CC me. McCullough Merlina at gmail.com. MCCULLOUGH and then MERLINA at gmail.org. And so do that, because we'll be communicating a lot. So if we'll be
Especially process now. We're
Yeah.
on the starting stage.
Yeah. And on the mentoring part, I'll be helping a lot with the mentoring part. So yeah. And even maybe letters of recommendation if needed. But all right, so that's it for me, and I will send you the recording of this. Shay, thank you so much, and let's try to have smaller number of hours next week, next time. In 2 weeks, we will meet again in not this coming week, not the 25th, but the next one after that. That would be the 2nd, I think November 2nd, something like that. So what else, Shay?
So that's it. When are we going next? After next Saturday?
Same. We always have the same link. We use the same link every time. Okay. So if you have this link, keep this link, because it's always the same. Every other Saturday, same time. So, okay. Yeah. We're going to do segment 1, which is for Zoom, and I mean for Facebook and YouTube. And this is segment 2 for Shay. So this is going to be for Shay only, not going to be posted on Facebook. So that's why you could ask anything here specific. Okay.
Because we have to keep our
Things private. Yeah.
private.
Yeah. She's gonna keep this specific thing for her. That's why I said, try to put what Zoom number, that way she can go back to the file. Okay.
We'll check if you are from Merlina, and then of course
Yeah.
you have a special place.
Thank you. Yeah. That's
Consideration.
nice. Yeah. So that's why I said I wanted you all to talk even just a little bit. That way you'll be recorded of, what you're asking. That would help you. John, you recorded a lot. That was awesome, John. And Aris too did a good job earlier. But anyway, yeah, the others, I think you did right, just talking for a little bit. Okay, so you are making a difference, so keep it up, and don't lose the hope, okay? Keep the faith. Yeah.
We're excited to have you here soon.
Yeah, soon. We'll meet you in person soon.
So much, Doc.
Yeah, she's in
Thank you, Ma'am
Arcos.
Shay.
Forward
Yeah.
to see you soon, Doc and Ma'am
Okay.
Shay.
See you, Crystal. Yeah, Giselle. Yay. And bye,
Thank you
John.
so much
Thank
for
you,
this
Doc.
opportunity.
Okay, we did not know from Mitch, though. Mitch did not talk, but Mitch is here.
Thank you so much po.
Okay, I thank you.
Doc.
Yeah, thank you. All right, I might turn it off. Bye-bye.
I'm
Bye-bye.
going to
Have a
copy
great
it
day,
first, Doc.
blessed
Wait.
day. God bless you all.
Oh, you want to
Doc
copy
Shirley.
something? She's
Okay.
copying something. Okay.
Yes, Doc. I'm copying her email.
Yeah, you can
And
always,
like Doc, I would like to share my experiences this week, but on the next
Yeah, I know you.
Zoom.
She was sharing that she used a lot of the strategies, and I'm like, not
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this.
Yes, Doc.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, honestly, we have here in the Philippines the new sets of items for teacher. We already have the teacher 4 to teacher 6, and it's opening for reclassification and applied for that, doc. And we have this annotation thing on our non-observable indicators in the classroom. And you know what? I used everything that I've learned from Zoom. If you have remembered, you told us about the personality test.
Mhm.
Yes, I made it an action research, and I placed it there. Yeah,
Mhm.
and I explained it in the annotation. Why did I use that one? And I have used the knowledge of student. I
Yeah.
place it there, everything. Yeah, and the journal thing, doc. That's why I really wanted to share it with you. They commented they really had a positive feedback on the journal thing. Like, you know what, you can use this as your innovation. You can just do a title. Yes, doc, because yes, they have read the feedbacks of my students from the journal, and they are
Nice.
really like, wow, this is nice. You've been doing this. I go, yes, I've been doing that for years. And yeah, and
Yeah.
they said
Daily
you can use
journal.
this.
Yeah. Yep. Daily
Yes,
journal
yes,
with
doc.
students. A good one. Yeah.
And you
Yeah,
can assess your students on what on what stage are they, like
Yeah. Exactly.
mental health and their emotional.
Yep. So yeah.
yes,
Giselle,
yes,
yeah.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was
Yeah, that's why Giselle, I'm telling you, Giselle has been here forever. And so she had learned so much. She take notes and all that, and she would always share when she uses it and if it's effective. So thank you for that testimonial.
I have to go out.
Okay. All right. We're gonna go though.
It's okay, ma'am.
Bye, guys.
I'll just share it the next time, doc. Share
Okay,
it the
do
next
that. Do that,
time.
Giselle. Okay, bye everyone.
Thank you.
Okay,
Bye bye,
bye-bye.
doc.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.